Hey, Paul, how you doing?
Hey, we're here.
We're just going live.
Yeah, see that it just come up popped up. So they I did this morning going to Woodstock. I did listen to you guys most of the way, but I really didn't have a way to get online. So
That's all
'cause I
right.
had trouble the other day or a couple of weeks ago there trying to when I went to Dutton or West Lawn or whatever, so I didn't bother. But I was listening.
How did the show go?
Oh, good. Have you got lots of money this morning? Hey, little Llama Lord is first
Little
tonight.
Emma Laura, how you doing? She
How'd
is
that,
first.
how'd that happen?
She's on the ball.
Hey, oh, she's on the ball. Well, I picked up several, but uh,
Laura had a nice game show this afternoon. I went over and checked in and watched a little bit of it, but I had some things I had to do this afternoon too.
so I bought a couple of these. It's ballast for the railroad,
Yeah, yeah.
so I put down around the tracks. Then grass, I got some grass that you put down, but see the price on it, Paul? $2. So I bought 5 boxes of it.
Oh, there you go.
So it's all for grass.
So what
Just
do you do? Spray down like an adhesive and then sprinkle
well,
that on it?
well, you paint the color green or brown or whatever you're doing in that area.
And while it's wet?
Well, no, you let it dry, and then you put glue on it, white Elmer's glue or whatever. Just brush it around, sprinkle that on, let it dry. Then you spray it again with once it's dry, you spray it with isopropyl alcohol. Then you get glue, which is like a 50-50 mixture, and with a little bit of dish soap, and sprinkle it on, and it glues everything down. So, but once everything dries, then it's all thing. But see, the alcohol lets the water absorb in, right?
Right, right. Oh yeah. Did you get a chance to see Curtis Underwater
Oh
Adventures?
yeah, I watched it for a while, and then I missed some of it, so I went back and because he hadn't been off the line all that long.
No, they were on for quite a while. I watched too, but then I had something I had to do, so I had to leave.
Yeah. Well, I had to go and change the sign. Then I just had a real estate agent call me, and it's going to be a little bit of not a shakeup, but a change
Yeah.
because they're Coldwell Banker. I do them. They're out in St. Thomas.
Hey,
And
Bill, Newfound, how you doing?
so when I do my invoicing, I only do it to one person, and they distribute the invoices. They pay me one thing. But now with this new one, I have to bill everybody individual and stuff. So then I asked her about because they're all brand new signs that have their own names on them. But anyways, they have a rider on it that says for sale. When it's done, they take it off, put a sold on. So I said to her, "What about the for sale and sold?" She was, "Oh my God, I didn't even think of that." So anyway, so he's working on that now. So you're telling me all about the things. So well, that's a shame, Curtis. That's really sorry to hear that. He didn't find any dead people today.
Yeah.
Hey, there's that Bill guy from the
Yep.
Newfoundland.
Yeah.
So anyway, so yeah, it was a good show. But there, Paul, there was a background building. I looked at it. I went, "Oh God, I wish I had. I didn't have enough money." So I went around looked for an ATM machine. If they had one there, the back was already gone. Damn, it was like $60, and I had 40 in my pocket.
You should have gave him the 40, say, will you hold
Yeah,
it for
give
me?
the 40. I'll be back to buy an ATM.
Yeah.
And you still got the stamp on my hand here where you can get back in again later on. So if I had to go out.
Oh, Bill says, Newfound says, well, I must be on drugs. I just bought an Ender S1.
Oh, okay, there you go. More print to go.
Yeah.
Basically, that's all there is. There ain't no more food in that dish. Sitting there trying to lick every little morsel out of it. She got dry food. I just fed him a good supper. So I guess I'm not.
Here comes Curtis Dart.
Now he's got to change his name. He says, I find dead people. No, you don't. You didn't find one today.
I look for dead people.
Oh, you look for dead people. That's it.
It was cold out there.
Oh, I
holy
can
mackerel.
imagine. Your face is all red.
Yeah. Brr.
And raining too, eh?
Yeah, it was pouring down rain. We had an awning. One of the guys went out and bought an awning.
Yeah.
They really wanted to go. They were getting bored. I didn't want to go. I'm just telling you. But yeah, my buddies were like, "Come on, let's go." So I said, "All right, let's do this." So we went out there when he had a 12-foot by 12-foot awning with sides on it. So we pretty much stayed dry. Towards the end, it really started coming down really hard, and it would fill up in little pockets on top of the awning and then kind of spill over a little bit. So what did you think, Paul? Did we up the entertainment level? Or
Yeah. It looks good.
Yeah, look good. Look quite good, eh? So,
Well, what was interesting was you had the guy in topside was tracking your drones when you were surfaced and where they were, and that was cool.
I took my webcam and it got soaking wet, and I thought, well, that's going to be the end of this webcam, because he put it right on the pier, on the railing of the pier,
And it was raining, wasn't it?
and it was raining and forgot it was there, and I was like, ooh, and I snatched it off real quick and it was soaking wet, but I just hooked it up just now, so it's working. So fingers crossed. Need a better camera.
Yeah,
But
you need like a GoPro or something, a waterproof one.
yeah, he does a lot of documentary stuff, and you notice he was not only did he keep some the chat going and keep talking and everything, he also kept switching the cameras around, making it interesting, like a good director would do, as opposed to me. Yeah, just walked in the door. I haven't even downloaded the footage yet.
Yeah.
Well, Paul went to the Train Fest and
Yeah.
bought some grass and some other things.
some gravel. And,
You know, if you were younger and you said that,
nobody else wants to play with me, so I have to play with myself.
I think I'm in the wrong stream. Let me back out of here.
Yeah.
Text Diane a number here, so.
So Newfound bought him a 3D printer.
Yes, he did.
One of the things that came out of what we did today was continued frustration with the current technology. We want it to grow faster. So one of the guys is it's out there with me is also an engineer, and we're talking about building our own ROV now.
Oh, that's cool. Hey, hello, Bob Glazier. Welcome.
Well, it's interesting what I found. Usually when you do yours, what I found with the two ROVs down, the bottom of that is just littered with all kinds of shells and clam shells and all kinds of crap.
Yep. I haven't gone through all of the, like I said, I just got home. We recorded everything on each individual ROV. Plus there was what you saw on the live stream. So you didn't even see everything. There's more that didn't get shown.
Did you find any phones today?
Didn't find any phones. We found apparently there's a really expensive $5 fishing lure that Andrew, the guy that was talking, he was really excited about that. So I picked that up for him.
Yeah.
He was just top
Hey,
of the
did
world.
you ever figure out where that rope went to that was on the bottom?
Yeah. If you continue watching the stream, I followed it. It was tied off to a tire.
Oh,
Of all things. Yeah, we found like 4 or 5 tires.
I know you saw them all wrapped together.
There's a whole bundle of them there.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
this I think
together.
I think at one time this was probably one of them. I found an individual tire. So I found this big thick rope. It's probably about that
Yeah.
big around.
Inch around, yeah.
And I started to try to drag it up and I was doing okay. And then I thought, wait, I better stop and see what this is attached to because this is kind of strange. You don't just find that big of a rope down there. So I followed the rope around and sure enough, let me go over here. Let me go over here
Did
and
you
see if I
find some
can.
kind of cable down there too? That went someplace, kind of looped around or,
That was a previous stream.
oh,
Let me
no, that was the one today. Somebody said, whoa, what's that? You backed up and you kind of folded for a little bit. Looked like a,
yeah, that was the rope.
That was the rope.
Yeah.
oh,
Hey, Birdman's here. Good evening, David. Little Amalora was first in the chat. Rob Glazier, how you doing?
hey, Mr. Birdman.
Everybody's giving me a hard time about my Home Depot bucket.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's a plane. It's a bird. No, it's Birdman. Okay, that's it.
Well, the interesting part is you were it was hard for you to put anything in that bucket.
Yeah, we have
so
what we're having a king tide right now, and it was rather difficult. Let me see. I'll go over and see if I can share this. And
Too bad you didn't have something like a bicycle rim with a burlap sack or a net in it. You can just make it easier to try and put it in, right?
so I think this is where I came up on the rope.
There was something silver, like a thin line or something. I thought
Oh, there was a fishing lure on the end of a fishing line.
maybe it was a fishing line or something. I don't know. If there's no,
Yeah, there's one of the tires.
oh yeah. What do you think they put them down for fish habitat? Like the
Yeah,
ones-
some kind of fish habitat kind of thing.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
noticed that crab was torn up, wasn't he?
Somebody been eating on him.
Yeah.
Or had been in a fight.
Big time eating because there's parts of them over there. Like there's a claw.
Yeah, probably a seal.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the rope.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I guess I could bring this up. That'll be something to collect. But then it started pulling across. I was like, that's not a good idea. Let me back up here and see where it follow this. Follow it to the sunken treasure. As Jacques Cousteau explores the deep underworld
Look
mysteries.
at all those clamshells. Wow.
There it is. It's hooked onto
Oh,
that
yeah,
tire.
Right to the tire.
Somebody may have used it for an anchor at one time. That might have been it.
Yeah,
Could
maybe.
be.
Is that a tire or a piece of round concrete or something? Yeah.
Well, we kept finding all these tires down there, so I'm pretty sure that was a tire. But we have this area geotagged where we found a bunch of stuff, and we're going to go back. It seems like a lot of our time is spent searching.
Yeah.
So we're going to start not necessarily bringing stuff up right away, but spend a little more time finding the stuff, geotag generally where it is, and then dive back when we have more time. One of the things we're talking about doing with the other ROV is creating a huge, for lack of a better term, a huge net basket. So the third ROV can kind of follow us around and we can go drop stuff off that we find inside of it. And then Jim has kind of come up with an idea for a ballast, since we have pretty good access to compressed air. we could fill the thing up with water, and then when we need it to surface, we can blow that out with the compressed air, just like a submarine would do, and then it would surface no matter how heavy. I mean, yeah, within reason, but,
Yeah, reason, yeah.
but we could lift heavier stuff easily with that. It's an idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was freezing out there. It's cold.
What the hell is going on? Jesus. Looking dogs running and chasing each other. Must feel good now they had supper.
Oh, that's charged up. I can start swapping stuff over. Hang on a sec.
I think it's going to be a quiet night tonight, Paul.
Yeah, it's okay. Some 40-year-old woman up in Owen Sound faking mischief charges. She went around cutting everybody's internet and cable lines.
Really?
Why? Some things
Takes all kinds, Paul.
oh Jesus, like what the hell is behind that? Like, really? Get off on doing that or what? Making people's lives miserable?
Today's 1:15.
So you go fly a tall today, Paul, or what? It was a nice
Yeah,
day.
I just came back a little while ago from flying the Arthur M. Anderson.
American Integrity already go through.
Yes.
Gonna say it was on its way down around the Sioux area yesterday or last night.
Yeah. The American Integrity went down earlier today.
Yeah, let me
This
see.
morning.
It was heading down just to unload coal or whatever. I think. Okay. That's Arthur Anderson.
Yep, that's the one I just did. And the Van Enkelbort just went through.
Yeah. The locks to be closed now, aren't they? Or today or whatever.
I think it's today, but I can't find any place that tells me for sure
Well,
that it's closed. When I Google it, it gives me several different information.
okay.
See what you can find, Paul.
Well, just give me a second here. Yeah. Go to Stream Time Live. There's two locks. We'll see if anything's going through there or not. Okay. There it is right there. I don't know if they're not right on the locks right now. They're still panning.
Losing my mind.
You're losing your mind, or if that's all you lost, that's not so bad.
Yeah.
Don't lose your life.
Set something down and can't remember where I set it down at. Sure sign of old age, huh, Paul?
Yeah, that's it. That's my life story.
Yeah, that's the first thing you notice. Then you forget, okay, who was I talking to now? Oh, yeah. Slowly coming over to the thing. Hey, Mr. First is here again. All right. Hey, welcome, JD.
JDS, how you doing, buddy?
Doo-doo.
And there's Mr. Rob Welsh.
I got
Hey,
light now.
Hey guys.
how are you doing?
Yeah, doing all right.
Hey, good to hear. Was it dark over there already? Yeah,
No,
well,
Oh, yeah, it's 10:20 over there.
Yeah, 10 o'clock at night there.
Dark hours ago.
Mhm.
Well, interesting. Hey Robert, Bill, JDS. Anybody else? Hey Curtis.
What's going on, Rob?
Laura was first tonight.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Yeah, is Bill still here?
Yeah. Newfound. Yeah, he just bought a new printer.
Yeah, he's on Ender.
Hey, Carlos.
Hey, Carlosian.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
You sound excited. What's going on?
Not really. I'm just a
No?
little tired. I've had work today.
How long did you work?
5.5 hours.
Wow.
Tomorrow I
And where
work
you manage?
6.
What's that, Rob?
I said 5.5 hours. I don't know how he manages.
Yeah.
Yeah, good to see you, Bill. So what Ender have you bought?
He put it in the chat
Oh, did he?
up at the top. Yep. An S something.
Ooh, S1. I got the S1s. They are, yeah, they're a good one. I got the S1 Pros. Pro Maxes. They're fast as hell.
And he comes that Mr. Sticky guy. All right.
So,
Hey, Justin, how's it going?
good, just finishing dinner up.
Yeah, Bill, round items like vases, etc. You can print them on 200% speed
Yeah.
on the Ender S1s.
Is that a new one?
Yeah,
It's a better model,
New
right?
model, or is that, 'cause
Yeah,
I
it
thought
is.
it was like Ender 3 or something now?
yeah, it's like an Ender 3 on big steroids. If you're doing intricate parts, 120, 130. So yeah, but like I say, if they're like round things or square, I've had mine running at 200.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just bump up the percentage on the machine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's no layer shifts or anything. It's yeah, you should be pleased with it.
Who's getting what now?
He's got the Ender S1s.
David, newfound.
Uh,
At
And
the end
David-
of S1.
and if you need any help with updates or something, just come to my channel on Saturdays if Sean's there. 'Cause
Yeah.
Sean and Mike are the two best to ask about Ender. Those two know fucking everything about them.
AD just sent me a text. A storm dumped nearly 20 inches of snow on northern Arizona, but it's funny. He don't have snow, but it's an hour and a half away from me, but there's 60 degrees. But just north of them, an hour and a half, they got 20 inches of snow.
Wow.
They're,
Wow.
they're a quick printer anyway, Bill.
Yeah.
Especially with the updates, cause I mean, even Rob knows, man, that crap gets complicated as hell. If you don't know
Yeah,
what you're doing.
I never ever update them.
Well, see, I've done updates with Sean and I'll tell you what, they are complicated. Like
I
sometimes you
I
have to
tried to
switch
do it once, and the printer never worked properly afterwards. And then, like a month later, it stopped. So, but everything runs fine. If it's not broke, don't fix it.
I'm looking at the Sioux Locks. There's no boats there. I've been watching and watching. There's no boats even lined up. So it must be shut down now.
Yeah, your one looks a nice one, Robert. I've seen that a few times.
Good marine traffic. Is anything happen? Anybody heading that way? But okay. No. Okay. Back in it, but
Have you got a plug of cable and all in?
the tug barge heading that way. But where's he going? Cleveland. There's still one ship coming up. The
Yeah,
Victory coming into Sioux. Supposed to be going to Cleveland.
well, maybe it closes at midnight. Is he close enough to get through?
Saginaw was heading to Sioux, but oh yeah, he's not far away. Like okay, where are we? Share screen.
Okay, I bet it closes at midnight, Paul.
Okay, so he's right here doing 9.9 knots, and there's the locks right there. So he's probably what, a couple hours, 3 hours, maybe. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Because it's
You gotta
only
have-
East Coast, it's 5:25, so he's got 4 hours and something to get through there.
Because it says right here, Cleveland, well, he's up there 10 knots now. But that's a tug barge, eh?
Yeah,
So, but if you go back, like there's nothing, you know. This one here is going to the Sioux, Saginaw, but there's no other ships going through. It looked like they've all gone through. That was going to Sturgeon Bay. That was going to Gary, Indiana. Marinette, which is over here. No, I don't think. No, I think that if that ship gets through, that'll be the end of it. I think.
I bet you're right.
Do they get anything for being the last ship through or what?
I don't know if they get a season sticker or something, or because I know the first one through gets a placard or something.
Well, down here, it used to be the first ship in port, you get a top hat, eh? So,
Yeah.
Hey, Mika, Steve.
there's another good one too, if you need help, Bill.
Downloading the underwater footage now. It's a real pain. It'd be nice if you could just take the SD card out and load it on your computer.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be a pleasure? Or if you had a little robot that just took care of it for you.
Yeah, well, there is that. First world problems.
yeah, see you there, John. Have a good one. And Beacon Steve's in the chat too, guys.
Hey,
Welcome.
Steve, how's it going?
And
Hey,
easy.
Mr. AZ.
Yeah, when it comes to enders, dude, if Steve, Sean and Mike can't figure it out, then your printer's broken.
Oh, Mika, Steve.
He knows this.
Yeah, and he done all mine. He got me up and running, and
Oh yeah, what I'm saying between those three though, they know everything about enders in and out, like all the technical stuff. All three of them are really good with that stuff.
he was
Helping
just
me out a lot.
You know what Mika, Steve's like, just straight to the point. You
Yeah,
know, F what they said. That's a pile of crap. Just do it like this.
Yeah, he doesn't beat around the bush, does he?
No, he was absolutely bang on. He got me up and running. You know, when I first bought the printer and I was ready to throw it.
well, that's why I said those three have helped a lot of people. So Bill's got plenty of support there. Now, if you're doing high-end printers, you want to talk to David. Cause he buys all those really expensive ones that are like, 800,000, 1,500
You mean
bucks.
AZ, right?
Yeah, if you have the high-end printers, that's who you want to ask. He's not, he'll even tell you he's not very familiar with Ender because he doesn't buy those. He doesn't like the cheap printers.
Well, the Enders are like the consumer product. He buys like the pro products, right?
Well, yeah, he hits a lot of stuff on like Kickstarter, all the latest and greatest, newest stuff. So he gets his foot in the door early on a lot of newer projects. Cause Kickstarter, I don't know if you're familiar in how that works, Paul, but companies will put like a concept idea of what they want to build on Kickstarter, and then people will fund it by buying it early, and they'll get a really big discount on it, like 50-60% off sometimes on the item. And then you'll get first dibs on it when they come out with the product. But you have a potential of losing money on there too. David, there's nothing to know about Ender. Yeah, David's not a fan of those.
No, he's not. But they print perfect for what I do.
I mean, they're good starter printers for sure.
They for what I sell, 5-10 pound items at a time. They're amazing. And if I bought like a $2,000 one, it wouldn't pay off. Do you know?
I know some of those expensive ones can be quite a bit of maintenance too. It just
Yeah,
depends on what they are.
I'd be working for bloody 3 years just to get my money back on the thing.
Plus the maintenance, right?
Exactly. And then I wouldn't know how to do them and thing.
Well, they are a lot more complex with the technical side of it, that's for sure.
Still got it in the box.
But that's what I really love about like my little circle on YouTube is there's so many good different guys that are really super knowledgeable and like really good in their fields of different techie stuff that you want to get into,
Yeah.
whether it's printers, RCs, FPV, computers.
Yeah. You can see he's got 3 Ender 3V2s. Holy shit. But then again, Rob's got a lot of different ones too, printers.
Yeah.
Tim has
Mainly all Enders though.
Tim's got a museum of printers. Very nice.
Yeah.
So
Museum.
where printers go to die, they send them to Tim or what?
Yeah.
That's where they go to live out their last days.
Yeah.
Yeah, David was showing me that wiring. I think it was the Voron that he built. Jesus, man, that was something else, dude. I'll tell you what. That's like I said, Rob, that one printer he just recently got, that one that has the,
Hey, Mike's here from Night Train.
Hey,
Night Train.
how you doing?
has that ludicrous mode. Jesus. Yeah, it's a printer museum. Exactly, Mike.
Oh, I gotta pitch some peanuts right back.
What you working on there, Curtis?
Downloading the footage from today.
Oh, so it's not like on an SD card. You gotta.
So the SD card is locked inside the ROV, and what you have to do is download it to a tablet, and then you can transfer the video from the tablet to your computer. So right now I'm transferring it to the tablet.
Is it done wirelessly, or do you have to plug it in?
No, it's plugged in.
Okay.
It just takes time.
Yeah.
I'm recording at 4K at 60 frames a second. So
Yeah, it's gonna be good sized files.
yep.
Night Train says have nachos for dinner. They're going down.
Going damn good.
That sounds really good, Mike.
So how's everyone's day going?
Yeah,
As
right.
it was an hour ago.
Kind of a shitty weekend if you ask me, but anyways.
Check that out.
Pretty
Mike.
rude to Laura, wasn't you, Carlos?
Stupid freaking green screen.
What?
Pretty rude to Laura.
Oh yeah, my bad.
It was.
My head. Deal with 518.
Definitely think you need to apologize.
So basically do
Playing what, that Jack in the Box or something today, Laura and a bunch of them?
That's
Yeah, just
Look at that, Rob. That is steak and cheese on quesadilla.
oh my God, you.
Look at that.
Oh,
Oh.
good. Oh,
Yeah.
I had that for dinner last night.
right.
Nothing like a good moist cheese, Rob.
A moist cheese.
Say, can I mute him or something?
Rob doesn't like the word moist. He works them out.
They don't freak me out. I just said it's just a word I don't particularly like.
You don't like the word moist?
No, it's just don't know. It's just don't
It's
know.
It's a weird kind of word, you know?
Yeah, it just don't seem nice word, does it?
I mean, it's like a moist cake, you know.
Hey, Rob. Rob.
Rob, take a look at the
Rob.
screen.
Oh, did he leave?
Jeez.
Why did he leave?
David's here.
We actually ran Rob off, David.
Because of moist?
No, because we were doing the finger thing in the camera. It freaks him out. He doesn't like it.
It drives him crazy.
Oh, okay.
Come back, Rob.
I was
We
like,
won't do it again, Rob. We promise.
Wait, we aren't.
David, I don't think your camera's working, and neither is yours, Carlos, and neither is yours, Justin.
I know.
Well,
I don't have
I'm
my
being
own.
respectful. I'm eating, so
Oh, okay, I get it. All right, that works.
because everybody always complains when somebody eats on the panel. So
Here comes Rob.
I'm back. They promised to behave themselves now, Rob.
No, I was only joking. I couldn't put myself in the waiting room one day, could I? I just
And here comes Ron.
Hey, Ron. Hey, wow.
hey Ron.
Where the hell are you, Ron? Some restaurant?
I'm across the hall from the apartment.
Oh, it looks like behind you there's some kind of wooden shack with a window. Thought maybe you get a sheep out of it or something.
I've seen that before. I knew where he was at.
Been here before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that before.
How is everybody?
Good. How are you doing?
Got a little nap. The neighbors upstairs. I'm ready to go up and tear the fucking legs off their kids. Sorry. Yeah, I will never go back to an apartment living again. Never. Something to be said about living in your own place.
Well, you can get yourself a little travel trailer when you go up there to work.
That thought has crossed my mind.
Your own private space.
Well,
ain't
you
gotta
know,
worry about-
a motorhome would be perfect for you.
Yeah,
You could take it out if you're gonna be at wherever you're gonna be, or you could take it to work wherever you're gonna be at work, and then you'd have all your stuff with you.
yeah. I've actually looked at those little campers. You know, the ones that they're real small. They look like the ones from the Flintstones. You know what I mean? Have you ever seen them?
The Airstreams,
I think that's what they're real
they look
small.
they're like a silver hot dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Airstreams, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's two manufacturers of those, Avalon and Airstream.
Yeah.
I used to
Well,
have an Airstream a long time ago, and it was a nice trailer. What was nice about it is you only one step up and you're in, where a lot of them like 2 or 3 steps to get in.
Mhm.
Honestly, Ron can get one of the ones that goes in the back of the pickup truck.
Yeah, I've actually thought about that too.
Yeah.
they-
I used to work for a company, right here, not too far. Oh, I don't know, 5 miles from here. That's all well, not all they sold was Airstream, but that was their biggest seller. Airstream. Anything
But-
from the little baby ones. You
But I
know,
mean, if you know somebody that lives up there or something, you could such camper permanently.
yeah.
Mhm.
big
Or-
truck.
Yeah. Hmm. And I could do something like that, you know, when I go on my trips to Yellowstone and stuff, you know, instead of using a hotel, just even a
Well-
cap for the truck.
I mean, there's so much more freedom in that, right? And you know,
Oh,
they
yeah.
actually have those ones that go in the back of the trucks now.
Hmm.
I've seen ones with full bathrooms in them now.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
they-
got all-
Nice.
Yeah, the bed is above the truck, isn't it? And they do ones as well with pop-ups
Yeah,
on
Well,
the
yeah.
top, full kitchens, toilets, everything in them.
yeah, they're living like city folks. You know? Oh, man. Yeah, it was a busy night.
Were you?
Yeah. Couldn't sleep initially, and then finally fell asleep, and then at 1 o'clock they woke us up and we were out the rest of the night. And I was wrong this morning in my tiredness. I got thinking, because Bill said something like, man, that's a lot, Ron. It wasn't amperage, it's milliamps.
Well,
Really?
you were saying volts. Or yeah, no, yeah, that's right. You were
Yes.
saying amps.
Yeah, it's milliamps. So, yeah, it was only like 15 milliamps. Yeah, there you go.
That's what I was talking about, Rob. And see,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
just-
yeah. That's what
you
I'm
put-
talking about.
Yeah, these 4 legs are hydraulic and then it just lifts up above the truck and then you
Yeah,
drive
you
the
can-
truck right.
Yeah,
right
I
out
was
from
gonna say you
under
can
it.
drive off, can you?
Yep.
And they're very small. They don't take up very much room neither.
Hmm.
For somebody like Ron's size, here's a nice little floor plan. Look at that.
Yeah,
Got a got a shower and everything. And it's got
Wow.
a little pop out for your table.
damn.
Pretty
Pretty nice.
painful if someone accidentally hits the button and it folds up on you.
Oh, goodness.
Well, a lot of the newer ones too, like when you put that table out, there's sensors, and if you don't put that thing back together, it won't allow the pop-up to go in until
Oh,
you do everything correctly in a certain order. Some of them do that.
Oh, little bastards.
All right, guys, I'm gonna jump off. I'm gonna get my head down.
Bye.
There.
Yeah, Carlos, don't forget your apology.
Rob,
I
Rob,
won't.
Rob, you have a good evening or get some rest. Because
Yeah,
it's almost 11 o'clock there.
yeah, I was out early this morning as well, driving.
Yeah.
So, yeah, all right, I'll most probably see you tomorrow.
Okay, Rob, I'll look for you.
See you
Later,
all.
Rob.
Okay,
Catch you
bye.
later.
Carlos, who do you have to apologize to? What's going on?
Something with Laura, I guess. What's up, Wayne B, JD?
Carlos is sleeping.
Oh, okay.
Carlos
Yeah,
is
look it
always,
up. Hear my name.
What did you say, Carlos?
Nothing.
Huh?
I didn't say anything.
Why?
What do you mean?
You're on a chat show. Talk.
Yeah, talk
No
to us.
thanks.
Huh?
No, thank you.
Well,
I
what?
mean, no, thank you. And why are you up on the panel?
Oh,
then I'm curious, then why do you come on?
Yeah, we like to hear everybody chit chat. What are you thinking about? What are you doing?
What's happening in your life right now? What's exciting?
How's your mother?
Carlos went to work today for 5 hours, 5.5 hours, I think.
Oh, he's worn out.
And he's worn out. Yeah. And he's
he's
gone.
gone. Oh, he had a massive rant at Bill earlier. Called him old and fat and all sorts. Really ripped into Bill.
Really?
Yeah, but he wasn't. I don't know. It was kind of weird though.
It was one of them where you don't know whether he was joking or what, because he said it with malice, but in the scheme of things, everyone was having a joke at the time, sort of egging him on, and then he just let it go.
Let it rip, huh?
Yeah, he told him he was fat and old.
Me?
Well, it's a true statement, but I think Bill knows that because I'm fat and I'm old too.
I mean, to be honest, though, I've met Bill twice in person. He's not really that fat. He's actually pretty tall.
Big dude.
Yeah, he's really tall though. I mean, he does have a beer gut on him, but it's not like crazy. He's not crazy overweight. He's just a really tall dude.
I'm old and fat.
Oh, you had one of them on my side. He's a big boy.
Bill's a good guy.
Yeah, because I'm almost 6'2" and he's bigger than I am. I think he's like 6'4". I want to say.
Yeah, I couldn't believe Justin when I physically stood up alongside him. Like, damn, you're a tall dude. Tall drink of water.
Justin Saul?
I'm 6'2", almost 6'2".
Oh wow.
Bill's taller than I am though. I want to say Bill's like 6'4".
Maybe it's the way you frame yourself on the camera.
Yeah, no, when he says 6'2", he means 6 inches 2.
Yeah, but look at Adrian. Adrian doesn't look like he's fucking 4'2", but when you meet him in person, he is.
Well,
Well, I think the reason I didn't think you were tall was because when you frame yourself in the camera, you always put yourself in the lower part of the frame so that you can see the background, you know, your decals and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I think that's why I just got the impression that you weren't short, but I didn't think you were 6'2".
well,
Yeah.
Justin, you used to tease Adrian about jump down out of the high chair and come see us, you know?
Yeah. No, because the first time I ever met Adrian, like Adrian doesn't look like he's a real short dude on camera. Because
Because
you
he
never
sets
really,
his camera low.
and he's always sitting usually when he's on camera. And when I met him in person, I really thought it was Adrian's son at first. Like Adrian's tiny.
That's
Well,
what
Ron spent time with Adrian.
Yeah, me and Ron were at the meetup both years together.
yeah. When I met Adrian 2 meetups ago, the first time I met him, my God, he only come up to my mid chest. He's like, God damn, you're a big dude.
I know you're small. Ron's like, I'm average. You're just small.
He's got a heart of gold, though.
Adrian's a good guy.
Yeah.
I like him.
Oh yeah, Adrian would have a tough time in prison. Let's just say that. He better look like Lou Ferrigno's poop if he's going to
Wow.
survive in there.
The issue is, no, it was only issue is with Bluetooth.
Yeah.
I think my Bluetooth card's going.
Carlos ran away.
He does it. He did that on Laura's stream. He left.
Well, Paul's right. If you're going to come in and just lay there and sleep, why bother?
He does that on Laura's channel too. He'll come in, he'll say hi to everybody, and then he'll mute himself, turn his camera off, and then he doesn't say nothing the entire time. He just sits there.
He's just kind of lonely.
Well, then talk to people. That's all I'm saying. Like,
Or just turn the live stream on. Don't join the panel.
yeah, just sit in the chat and talk.
I don't know.
Yes.
Ugh.
David, is who was that we just heard? Did we hear Laura?
No.
That's Laura. Balls have dropped.
Oh wow.
Every once in a while, you'll hear Laura in the background. It sounds like a Teletubby.
It's better to sound like one than to look like one.
Oh,
God, she's getting as bad as Carlos.
Who was that, Carlos? That stood
No,
up?
it's still ordered. It just hasn't been shipped yet.
Oh, is that your little?
My $80.
Yeah.
Dollar drone. I can't wait till you get notice that it's been shipped.
I just want to see what it is.
I do too.
That was like when Mike ordered that, what was it? The, Segway off-road thing that had the tracks on it. He ordered it from Facebook and it was like $40 or $50. And we all kind of knew it was kind of scammy. And Mike really wasn't expecting to get it, but he did it anyway just to see if he'd get it. And they ended up sending him a little like plastic jewelry ring because he got the notice from the post office said it was shipped and it only weighed like 0.2 pounds. Now, mind you, this fucking this off-road track Segway probably would have weighed close to 100 pounds, if not more.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It was pretty funny though.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. Well, the old saying is if it's
Too good to be true.
too good to be true, that it's not true.
If anything, you're probably gonna get a really cheap toy drone.
Got an hand grenade.
No, it's a beer bottle. That's a pretty heavy current though. It just had a unique shape. I don't know what kind of beer bottle it is. I hadn't figured it out yet, but
Awful wide mouth.
Oh, there's a lot of people pulling up explosives doing that magnet fishing. There's quite a few videos on YouTube of the sheriffs and police departments
that's
had
a-
to show up.
pretty good shot right there.
Yeah, that is kind of a cool shot.
We're both accelerating going up at the same time.
Yeah, almost looks like you're flying with snow.
Yeah, that's all the particulate that's in the water.
Yeah. Hey, Edward, good evening. And Wayne B.
Edward and Wayne B is here. Yeah.
Wayne's been in for a bit, but
So what's with the costume there, David?
What's been a what?
What's with the costume?
I've put my avatar on, so I'm not feeling too good. Got a few chest pains and stuff.
Oh,
So just in case I go into a seizure, I don't want people to see that.
What would the avatar do?
But it just hides me from.
Well, no, I know it hides you, but I'm the avatar that you've got on there is reading all your facial expressions and your body expressions.
Oh, I'll probably just suddenly go.
when you see the avatar, go, oop.
Yeah, the avatar falls over. We're like, okay, that's a problem.
Is that the avatar from Zoom?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, their avatars aren't that great.
you've got.
Can your
You've got
arms
one you
move?
can make your own now.
No, now if they were the avatars like that Apple uses, the ones that are on the phones, those avatars are very good. Like they really get your facial expressions and everything.
Well, if you want to see some really good avatars, I mean, Curtis has got one gal there. What's that one you showed?
Oh, the one I sent to you?
Yeah.
I sent it to Justin too. It was from a CD. I was going to make my own CD and try to sell it on Amazon, and I just never got around to it. So I made a CD cover. It's called Return to Willow Creek, and it's just a bunch of acoustic guitar music stuff. And I got this girl sitting in the creek, and she's in cutoff shorts.
Mike said that ring almost fit my pinky finger.
Justin, you can show it if you want.
I'm not currently in my room at the moment.
Oh, I
I
see.
was cleaning up the kitchen dinner. I'm just reading the chat on my phone.
USB-C.
Sitting there transferring all these. I got to transfer them to my iPad, and then from my iPad, I have to transfer them to the computer. What a pain.
What's wrong with JD? Got COVID or something? Still really tired going to the store now to get soup and juices.
Yeah, he's been complaining of really bad headaches the last couple days.
Or has he just been complaining?
I don't know.
Probably sexually worn out or something.
Yeah, that's it. It's from all that with the Vialis or whatever.
all the stress of being first all the time.
Yeah.
Well, somebody's got to do it.
No, that's JD, not JDS.
Oh,
Still.
JD's not feeling good.
If I'm right there, JD, isn't that little blue pill there can give you headaches?
No, jeez.
well, he's got another person that wants his attention, so he's got to be ready to rip and roar.
Oh, it might be a bit.
Goodbye.
Speaking of which, JD, how is Amy doing? You haven't had her on in a while. What?
So, David, can the avatar move the arms?
No.
No. Just face. Okay.
No, that's why I said a lot of them, they're not,
Yeah, be cool if you could pull your finger up.
Yeah.
yeah, they're not that,
Well, in his case, it'd be a paw.
yeah, they haven't gotten that good yet on them.
Yeah.
So I said apples are actually really good on the phones. Theirs will like move the eyebrows real good and everything. See, and you can make your own.
Where's that one from?
You can make your own now.
Where?
In the avatar thing, they added a little section where you can design your own avatar.
What, here?
Yeah,
Is
the
it?
back. Yeah, you go to background and effects and you go to avatars and hit the plus sign. It says create new avatar. And you can make your own. That was with the last update of Zoom. They added that.
It was funny last night. Is our patient, he was a pretty good sport, I gotta admit. He a lot of times I'm honest with people, and they had,
Sometimes?
in the hospital they had him on pacer pads. They're hell, they're probably 6 inches long by good 4 or 5 inches wide. And they got an adhesive to them and they stick to your skin. Well, he kind of had a little bit of a hairy chest. And the thing of it is, the hospital pads with the connector that was connected to him, it wasn't compatible with our machine. So we had to use our pad. So I told the guy, I said, you're going to hate me because I got to pull those off and put mine on. And when you pull out those sticky pads off, anything stuck to it comes with it. And right at the end of the call, when we turned him over to the receiving nurses, and he goes, hey, Ron, 2 things. He said, thank you for saving my life. And 2, yes, I do hate you because that hurt like a bitch. He said, because when you pull the other pads off.
Yeah. So Justin, how do you get to it? It says here, new create avatar, but there's no place to click on it.
Okay, so you go to video settings, go down to background and effects.
Yeah, I'm there.
Okay,
Make
go
sure
over to
you're signed in.
avatars.
You gotta sign in, right?
Are you signed in?
Oh, maybe I'm not. That's
Yeah,
weird.
you have to sign in order to get the,
Okay, it says create an avatar to use in your upcoming meetings, but I click on nothing happens. You went to new, create, everything. I can't open it. I'll probably have to sign in.
yeah, either that or I don't know, maybe you guys haven't gotten the update up there yet.
Yeah.
Cause like I said, they don't always release all the updates in all the countries at once. Usually
Yeah.
it kind of trickles out. Especially Australia. A lot of times we get updates like a month before they get them. On
Use
a lot of
Curtis.
programs. Especially with YouTube, we've gotten a lot of YouTube updates about a month before they'll get them in Australia.
Okay, now I'm signed in.
Basically, you just go into avatar, click on your actual camera box on Zoom, where you've
Yeah.
got the mute and the 3 little lines. Click the 3 little lines, and all right, it's not there. It was there a minute. Oh, I'm in my own. Yeah, and it says choose avatar, and then you should have none, and then a little plus arrow, and then
Yeah.
all the ones. Click the
Yeah.
plus arrow to create your own.
Oh, create new avatar. Okay, cool. Wow. Okay. Now I got it.
Fight me, Steve.
Jeez.
It's just picture hair. There's not showing anybody bald.
Well, you have to go through each
Oh,
thing.
through
There's
them all.
a,
There's a different hairstyle.
Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay. Wow. Yeah.
Hey, Dre.
Hey, what's up, Ron?
Hey, Dre, how's it
What's up,
going,
Dre?
buddy?
Not too bad.
Um,
Where did Curtis sneak off to?
Well,
here.
Oh,
Still
okay. Yeah. I was going to say, interesting show this morning.
Thank you.
Hey, Dre, I got a camera bag you may be interested in looking at.
Camera bag.
Yeah, I got one the other day. It's the one I'm taking to Alaska and Canada, but it's literally labeled extra large. And I've got my SLR camera, my expensive video camera, my drone, my smart controller, 4 batteries, the big charging brick, my 2 action cameras, my 360 camera. What else do I got in there? There's some other stuff, and I still have room left.
Wow, that sounds like a backpack.
Yeah, it is. It's a big camera, but it's labeled as an extra large camera backpack.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's
Okay.
heavy as hell. When I picked it up, I'm like, oh dear God.
Well, all that stuff you got in there, that adds up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello, Robert Glazier, Mika Steve, AZ Drones. Who else? Well, Justin, nobody. JD. I was gonna ask JD. He's been walking past any mirrors lately. He said he's had a headache for like 4 days. So
Yeah.
you know how it is with vampires and mirrors and stuff, you know. Yeah. Okay, well, yeah, Edward as a Hasek.
Edward Hassick, yep.
Yeah, okay. And Chuck, well, Chuck's not in the panel, or he already bowed out already? I see he was in the chat earlier.
Chuck just kind of dabbled a little bit.
Oh, okay, Newfound Productions, Newfound Drone Production, okay. Night Train, all right.
Yep.
Good deal. So how's everyone doing this lazy Sunday afternoon and evening, wherever you may be residing at?
Yeah, that's the other flip side of the coin. It's Sunday evening, which is kind of the downward slide from the weekend, you know?
Well, tomorrow's a holiday here in the States, so it's like this is a real slow Sunday because nobody has to go nowhere tomorrow.
Martin Luther King Day in the States.
Yeah. That's a good one, David. That fits you perfectly.
Bye, boys.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Is that Laura's avatar? That
No, I
looks
think-
nothing like you, David.
I think that's
Hope
David's
it
avatar.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that clothes better on mine.
You know what's missing from yours, Justin? Is a burrito in your hand.
They don't have that
Burrito.
option, otherwise I would.
Yeah. Yeah, a burrito or a charro, something like that. You can be.
It's- yeah. Well, I always thought that he ought to get, you know, when his kids are starting to get older, he should get himself one of those Mexican vans and drive it around on the weekend and sell the hell out of the Mexican food.
That's all you see out here in Southern California. Little
Dude,
food
there's-
trucks and pop-up stands and everything else around here.
There's taco truck on every damn corner in my town.
Yeah.
I mean, there's literally, the one that I always go to, that you guys see me on the live streams, the Tacos My Friend. Right across the street, there's literally 2 other ones.
Mhm.
Hey, AZ, I put that link in the chat where I got it on Amazon. That bag. I'm telling you, it's a monster. But I get tired of carrying. And then it even comes with a little rain pouch you can put over top of it.
I mean, it pretty much is a backpack, but designed for cameras.
Yeah.
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 Like I say, I have the backpacks for my Phantoms, and the top part is slotted for 4 batteries. And then you
Oh,
can, and then you can put the actual Phantom, the little styrofoam case. It goes in the main body, and then the styrofoam case can hold 2 batteries within it. And then you
And-
got a couple of mesh pockets on the sides, which you can put extra gear in there and stuff.
and it comes with a rain cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like it comes with a rain cover. I think it's made by Smart Tree. So those backpacks for Phantoms.
Oh yeah, Smart Tree's the one that makes the portable battery chargers too for the drones.
Mhm.
The little battery packs you can buy.
Yeah.
I had one for my Air too. I could charge 2 batteries at once, and I could charge them up to 4 times each
Mhm.
on one, if it was fully charged.
Right.
That's a nice bag, Ron. Not bad at all.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in like Best Buy and that and found half the size for damn near the same price.
Mhm.
But I just wanted something that I could, take everything with me. And it has 2 side pouches that connect right onto it. You could put extra stuff in there. I have a lot of room left. Hell, I think
And
I'll
then
wait,
to be honest, on the other side where where there's no pouches, you
right?
could strap yourself a tripod on the side there.
Exactly. That's what I was
Right.
thinking.
Yeah. And it looks like just like some other ones, you can move those panels inside to adjust to whatever you're carrying.
I wish I
Yeah.
had a side view of it.
Yeah.
Doesn't show the sides of it.
Um,
Because the top of it, when you look at the very top picture, when everything's closed up, it looks like there's 4 straps on the side that you could strap. it.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
there's an inside. Yeah, there's the inside view. Yeah, those side pouches you can push them, one to each side or however you want to
Yeah,
do
you
it.
can fold it back. I think it's Velcro on one side, and you can fold it
Yeah.
on the other side, so you can adjust it what you want to put in it. Yeah.
Well, it's better to have all your stuff compact in one bag than having three different
Exactly.
camera bags.
Yeah, I mean, if I like Ron, if I'm going on a trip like Ron's going on, yeah, this would be something I'd definitely be interested in. Just you can keep a lot of your gear all in one bag.
Oh, look at
Uh,
Phantom.
Yeah.
I gotta start physically getting ready for that trip. Holy shit. It's up to 5 miles of hiking a day
Oh boy.
with all that weight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if I was doing little excursions like that, yeah, that would be nice. I'm trying to, I would say, become more compact and efficient. That's why I like getting different cameras that can do multiple things. So I can say, okay, I can only need to take this one camera, this one drone, and one of that, and
You know what
be
you
on my
could
way.
do with, you know what you could do with that extra space, Ron, is actually pack some, emergency gear in there, maybe an MRE, a couple bottles of water.
Yeah.
Just in
I
case,
thought about
because
one pack, putting a water bottle. Cause I want to take a water bottle with me each day, good sized water bottle.
Mhm.
It'll keep you there.
hey,
I was
pack
playing
yourself a
around
little.
The Osmo Action today. It was kind of a crappy day, partially cloudy, but I tried the Decinelike, and then tried to color grade it on my iPad in LumaFusion. It actually did a pretty decent job. I haven't had a chance to really get out and really use it hard. But I want to learn that camera very well before I get up there.
Yeah, I'd pack me a little survival pack in there for emergencies.
Yeah.
And since you're gonna be doing a lot of hiking in the wilderness, I wouldn't
You
hurt
know,
to
some
have that.
beef jerky and that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. You throw an MRE in there, and a few snacks and a couple little bottles of water for backup. I mean, when you're in the wilderness like that, doing a lot of hiking, it does not hurt to have a little emergency ration set with you. Just
Oh,
in
good.
case.
I just feel like that trip's never going to get here. I know you guys are probably like, Ron, shut the hell up. That's all we're hearing about.
Oh,
But
we're just not as excited about it as you are.
I'm pretty certain, and I'm going to try and time it out. When I get to Anchorage, the first day, I'm going to try and keep my watch on home time so I know when you guys are on. And I'm sure in Homer, when I get to Homer, I'm going to be there. But if I plan it out correctly, I'm going to be there for about 24 to 30 hours. And I should have Wi-Fi or cell service there in Homer. But then once I leave Homer, then I'm going into the bush for a week. But
Well,
I'd like to be down there in the beach.
we've talked about this before, though. You should be one person that I know should have a sat phone.
I know.
You go out places where there is no cell service.
Don't make it, Ron, don't make us yell at you.
I know.
No, it's Ron's like the typical doctor. I don't need to see a doctor.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing out there.
Yeah, okay.
Middle of nowhere. Whoops, I tripped and fell on a small branch and now I can't call anybody.
Yeah, who was the one that thought he was running from a mountain lion and twisted his ankle?
Yeah, and in a frozen pond, his foot went through and he had to crawl back 2 miles to the truck.
Yeah.
The shit
Yeah,
he
the
did.
guy without the sat phone.
Hey,
And
guys, I'm gonna take off for a little bit. I gotta make a phone call. If you're
Okay.
still, I'll be back.
All right.
Okay.
Catch you later, Paul.
the bad thing was, Ron, did anybody know you were out there?
No.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, that
No
day
better.
Hey, you know what you could do is get a hold of the sat phone company and tell them you'd be a good spokesperson for them selling their phones.
Yeah.
There you go.
You could tell your story about everything that's gone wrong, but you didn't have a sat phone.
I'm the dumbass out there that should have one. So, yes.
Well, the sad part of it is that I've told you this before. Out of all the people I know, you are a sat phone person because you like to go off the beaten path where there isn't anybody, there's no cell signal service, there's no nothing.
Well, the thing is Ron would definitely get his money's worth out of having one just for
Oh, yeah.
safety reasons.
Yeah.
For the amount of traveling he does, it would be. a
Well, and
solid
plus
investment.
when you're guiding people and you're back off the beaten path and you've got people under your supervision and you don't have any way to communicate if one of them were to get hurt.
Well, when I guide, I'm within a very short range of cell phone service. But when I go on some of my trips, that's by myself, that's a whole different story. Actually, one of my nurses, I have to talk to her more about that. She has a device where she can text, and she recently divorced and very independent and kind of sassy. But she goes out quite a bit on her own, and she's always texting her dad when she goes out on these excursions. I forget what she told me that she pays a month for it.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. What it is you can set like so many preset text messages, like I'm fine, I'm okay.
Yep.
And then you can also set certain emergency numbers in it that you can call. Plus there's like an SOS button that if you do it, it's supposed to go to like the nearest emergency services.
At least
You know.
now the place I go to, it's about an hour, almost exactly an hour drive, Buffalo, Wyoming. It's
Oh,
central
nice, Trey.
And in Buffalo, one of my good friends lives there. When I come there, he's at the base of the mountain. And I just, hey, Larry, I'm going up on the mountain. So at least he knows I'm up there.
That's totally Dre, that avatar.
Yeah.
Look at the way it just looked at me when I said that.
It's about an hour, it's exactly an hour drive, Buffalo, Wyoming. It's
Oh,
central.
nice, Trey.
And in Buffalo, one of my good friends lives there. When I come there, Ray or Carlos, you need to meet your YouTube. Hey, Larry, I'm going up.
I don't have
So at
anything
least he
playing.
knows I'm up there. Oh,
That's totally Dre, that avatar.
yeah.
Look at the way it just looked at me when I said that.
It's about an hour. Somebody's got their YouTube going.
Can't be me because I got headphones.
Yeah, I wear headphones also.
Yeah, you can't
Amen.
hear feedback when you have headphones.
Hey, Carlos, I like your avatar. Looks good.
Thank you. I don't have one though.
Oh,
Oh, ha ha.
Got that one.
but I like it.
Thank you.
Better than Justin's.
Oh, mine is awesome.
Yeah, Justin's is where he's getting a massage on the
You
back of
can't
his
even
neck with his
blink.
photo behind him.
Yeah. The dark person in the back has got his hands around Justin's neck.
Like strangling him.
Yeah.
So what did you do today? What did you do today, Carlos?
The other day and
Okay,
gave
so
some-
basically what I do. I just helped a lot of customers. So basically, my manager's rewarded me with something. So the other day she was showing me how to fill out the sheet, and I told her one of my favorite bites that we sell at Garrity's is the bacon ranch bites. They're really good. And then she asked me today, Carlos, are you the one that said that you really like the bacon ranch bites? I said yes. She said, okay, let me tell Phil to make them for you. I said, okay. I don't know, because I was just really hoping to have them. So anyways, hour or so passed by, and then she calls my name. I said, what's up? She said, talk to Phil. He's gonna make you the bacon ranch bites. And sure enough, I got like a medium-sized container of it to bring home.
Oh,
Did you
good.
eat it already?
Not yet. I didn't eat all. I gotta eat though. Oh crap! Look at the time.
I was gonna say, can you show us what they look like?
Sure. Why not? I'm afraid I'm getting in trouble, so I'll just transfer you guys to my phone. It's that simple. You're on my laptop right now. So I'll just join with my phone so I can show you what it looks like.
Yeah, too bad laptops weren't portable.
So Ron, when do you go back to work?
Tomorrow morning.
Oh, so you got the evening off. All right.
Yeah. I got-
Well, did you arrange for somebody to babysit the herd?
No, I should.
What kind of proprietary you, Ron? You just shut the restaurant down and all willy-nilly?
Yeah, exactly. They're out starving.
I tell you,
Yeah.
you got customers,
No,
probably
no,
got some reservations.
They're out starving. They're all sat indoors watching his TV.
You know, the funny
Hey,
thing
guys.
is,
Okay, Carlos, you're back.
Yeah.
Because what you doing?
Robbie playing them deer like Popeye Chicken be doing people. We out of this, we out of that.
What's that?
when I don't feed them, that's when they start coming up on the porch. And they start
Yeah.
coming up to that back door. I find all kinds of footy prints on the porch.
Mhm.
Oh,
This is what they,
so
look
we can see it.
Hold on. Oh, right. I forgot. I got to turn on my background. Let me figure this out.
Oh, there it is.
What on earth
A
is
little
that?
closer, a little closer.
I don't see bacon. I guess it's in there.
Bacon bits in there, I think.
Yeah.
This is bacon, guys.
That's bacon?
They're bacon range bites.
Oh, so they're not
You
wings.
tell him, Daniel.
Bacon range or bacon ranch?
I said they were bacon range.
Free range bacon there, Curtis, free range.
Free range. Okay.
Anyways, I gotta go eat. Talk to you guys later.
Is that free range bacon?
I like how Daniel, his brother, came in and went, "That's bacon."
Everything tastes better with bacon, I don't care what you're eating.
I'm not sure that would taste better with
Yeah, but
anything, by the look of it.
Ray, the key is it has to be real bacon.
Yeah, that's always the first step. Like I said, you put bacon just about on anything, it'll win over. That's
You
for
ever
sure.
had chocolate covered bacon? That's actually really good.
See, what I tell you, I wouldn't even put those two
Come
together,
on,
but Justin figured it out. Chocolate covered bacon.
I got it at
Ooh.
this bakery place one time. They had it
What?
and it was really good.
So, Ron, who was it you usually have go over and feed the herd?
I have my one buddy, but I'm gonna lose him here very shortly after I just learned today's new friend. And we got to meet, and he's the guy who cut down my tree in my yard last year. He's a local cop. And I went and hung out with him last weekend, and he's like, Ron, I got some bad news, I'm moving. I'm like, damn it.
Well,
So,
didn't you used to have get the store people come over and do it too?
yeah. Right now, the owner, Jay, he's been working down in Casper. He's gone 80% of the time, and his wife, she's got some serious back issues, and she's at home. And I don't want her crawling around the
Well,
property.
who's running the store?
Her sister and all the young kids there. I haven't worked there in 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's been a while.
Yeah, I don't know whether she got mad. I mean, she treats me very nice, but and I stop in there all the time. I say, hey, Terry, if you need something, let me know. She, no, Ron, I think I'm pretty good. She got a lot of young 16, 17, 18-year-old kids in there working. I mean, for the pay. And I told her, I said, I told her back last spring, I said, I got to go somewhere I can make some money. Go back to the ambulance job. But then I've been gone so much too. I mean, from September to the end of November, I was either up here or I was guiding.
Well, the other thing you could do, Ron,
Hey, Mike.
we were talking about getting a trailer for the back of your truck. you need to get a cattle trailer and load the herd in there and take them with you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure when he goes back, go across state lines, the guys at Little Booth will say, "Can you pull this trailer up to the side, please?"
Yeah. Small
Well,
problem.
you just point them out. You tell them each one of their names, you know, it's like that's so-and-so and that's so-and-so.
Yeah. I'm sure they're gonna ask him, "Do you have any fresh fruits and vegetables in your car, sir?" "No, I don't, but I got a handful of deer."
Got a handful of venison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the sad part is, for as many deer as I've shot and many deer that I've helped hunters shoot, you know, but I'm really bummed out about Oliver. I really
Oh,
think,
yeah. Well, Oliver was like family.
yeah. You guys all met him.
Yep.
He was a big dude.
And he was so friendly. And I think all of the other deer took from him that you were okay.
Yeah.
You know, because I remember there was a period of time you used to get a lot of deer in your yard, but they were standoffish, skittish.
Yeah.
And then Oliver was the one that got up on the porch and got, you know, was.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you guys remember last spring, he was one of the first ones that really started to come up, and he had a nice rack on him, but, and I know Paul
She
Hodges
did?
too, but he grew throughout the summer. And I think the last time I showed him to you guys was like October, November, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have
His-
not seen him since.
Curtis's his favorite buddy, Oliver, was a big male deer, a buck, and all of a sudden he was there one day and gone the next when
Yeah.
hunting season got here.
Oh, wonder what happened.
Like I said, my only guess is one of two things. Either he got hit by a car, or it's about a mile, maybe not quite a mile away, but half to 3/4 of a mile. But from my property is state land, where it's public land, and people hunt there legally, and they go down there during the day. But in the evenings and afternoons, they all come back up to our community to eat, and then they stay there till morning. They feed in the morning around all the houses, and then they go back down there during the day.
Down to the state land again, right?
Yeah, I think he was down at state land. Somebody shot him, but he got some good pictures of him though. Yeah, he was a nice buck.
Well, he sure was attached to you.
Yeah, he was my buddy. How many times, Paul, have I had him on the live stream?
Oh, just about every day.
I know. He was like part of the panel.
Yep.
Yeah. I saw Thumper the other day.
Oh, did ya?
Yeah, I don't know where the hell he's been, but he reappeared. I haven't seen him in months.
So how long do these deer usually last before they're threatened by hunting? Because I'm sure you can't shoot them if they're a certain size, right? Do they have to
Anywhere
be a
from 2 to 4 years generally. You know, once they
mature.
they mature, they get to be a nice looking buck. Then, you know.
I mean,
Oh.
does the deer have to be a certain size to shoot them? I'm assuming you can't shoot babies, right?
No. But everybody comes out, you know, size matters.
This is what rain looks like underwater.
Wow.
I just thought you've never seen it. Never seen it. There you go. Now you've seen it.
Now we've seen it, and I can say it looks the same way on top.
Yeah. I'm just saying, you never seen it before.
Dre.
What was that? What was the joke on in the Disney World? The backside of the water?
Yeah, the backside of the line looks the same as the top side.
Right.
Yeah.
But now you can say, hey, I've seen what it looks like when it rains underwater.
Yeah. Curtis, I was gonna ask you now, did you ever figure out what that thing was you were trying to grab that you couldn't dislodge it? It looked like the shape of a bucket, but it was too small for an actual bucket.
The one that was heavy.
Yeah.
It was a I'm pretty sure, so not on this dive, but a previous dive we saw a water outlet valve,
Mm-hmm.
or pipe, I should say.
Yeah.
I don't know where it was outletting from.
But it,
And
it
I'm-
had a lot of dirt in it. So
Yeah, so I was kind of thinking that's what it was, but it was firmly lodged in the ground.
Because I was thinking about, suggesting in the chat that maybe you should try to nudge it forward with the claw instead of grabbing it, just push it, see if it would, dislodge that way.
Usually the most amount of force I get is when I'm 100% vertical.
Mm-hmm.
And use the thruster motors that way. It would
Right.
actually, because I'm using all of the thrusters when you're in that particular position,
Yeah,
as
plus the
opposed to
weight.
being beside something at at a
Mhm.
45 and pushing right into it.
Right.
I should have been able to get it to budge, and what
Mhm.
didn't get it to move at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a pot at first, like an old
Mm-hmm.
old pot or something.
Right.
But no, never
Right.
did figure out what it was.
Yeah. Now the guy that was, I guess, assisting you. Now I noticed he had an extended light on his. Because over the camera you can see the light sticking out on a little small. I guess maybe about to me like it's about maybe 4 to 6 inches. of
Oh, the
light.
little
He had
yellow
it-
thing in the front.
Yeah. Right.
So what that is it's a new adapter we're trying out. It's a guy that does 3D printed stuff, and he has some different attachments. I could probably go back and show you. The one of them is a kind of a little hook thing. Where is it? I've got it here somewhere. But it's meant to go up to something and bump into it, and it'll clamp, and then you pull away and it stays clamped to it.
Oh.
And then you have a rope attached to it. So like if you want to lift up something that's too heavy for the ROV, you can use
Mhm.
that. The other thing that was on there was square piece of net
Mhm.
that hooks into it. I can show you that real quick. Here, let me go over here.
Yeah, I also saw the guy with the gray ROV. He had a pretty big boy. That was a pretty big size one he had. Like a model up from what yours is. Yeah, like a silver one. Like it had about a set of extra motors on it.
So Dre, what's the weather projection for you out there? You got storms
Rain.
all lined up, or?
Yeah, it started raining again last night. It lit up a little bit this morning, but it's been drizzling the rest of the day. And I guess we got a continuation of the storm through tomorrow. So we're looking at possibly some decent, I guess, partial cloudy days starting, I think. Wednesday
There you go,
and
Dre.
Thursday. Yeah. Mhm.
So
That's what-
that little
there.
yellow thing that's sticking out is just an attachment piece that you can put different stuff on.
Right.
In this particular case, he had a net that was on there.
Mhm.
That was all that was. And he didn't like it. So we brought it up and took the net off because he kept saying the net's just in my view. I can't see anything. I was like, well, pull
Right.
it up and take it off, And then I was ribbing him the rest of the day. I was like, man, if we had somebody with a net down here, we could pick this up pretty easy.
Yeah.
All right.
There was a ton of crabs down at the bottom of that. I don't know where you guys are at, but there was a ton of crabs down there, little small ones.
Oh yeah.
Now those are illegal to capture, right? Well, that's
No,
small.
no, they're not. It's not illegal. 28, 20. I'm downloading this as I'm talking to you guys. No, it's not
Mhm.
illegal to. You just need a license, is all.
Oh, okay. So there's not a size requirement.
Yeah, there is a size requirement. You can't take females. I mean, we weren't going to be doing any of that.
Mhm.
There's nothing wrong with filming them, but yeah, if you want to pick one up and eat one,
Mhm.
you can only take a male, and there is a size requirement,
Right.
and it can't be a soft shell also.
Hey,
Dre,
Jody, Dominic.
you just brought back some memories. I was looking at your background.
Oh,
I used to hang out with my buddy Dave, and he had a 49-foot Alaskan Grand Banks. We used to boat down at the San Francisco Bay, but
Mhm.
picture of him and I down there at the Golden Gate Bridge.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah, on his boat. It was kind of cool. Yeah, I miss being out there.
You liked California, didn't you?
I did, except for the politics and stuff, and it was a pretty good time.
Well,
How
and the
about-
other thing too is you had to go out, drive quite a ways to do your outdoor stuff.
I did. Yeah. I love going back through my Google Photos. It's one thing I've actually had a lot of people that told me like, oh God, I lost this picture and lost that picture. And I'm like, check your Google Photos. And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah. This is just in my general uploads, but when I first joined Sanford here, this is the first helicopter. Remember that show Airwolf?
Yeah.
This is the same helicopter I flew in, but yeah, it was one of my first couple days orienting on the job. It was a big ass helicopter.
Mhm.
Thing was huge.
That one had the twin turbines on it also.
Oh yeah, that thing would boogie. It would do 200 mile an hour.
Wow.
That's pretty fast for a helicopter.
That is very fast for a helicopter. But that size of a helicopter.
Yeah. Bell 230. How's old Lenny doing?
Right.
Paul?
How you doing, Mark? Go ahead, Ron. What?
I say, how's Lenny doing? I haven't seen or heard from her in a while.
Lynn's been not feeling all that well, since she broke her foot, and
Yikes.
she's kind of she did a tumble down her back steps going into the basement and broke her foot.
When'd she do that?
Well, old age, and
No, but when?
she's right now they're doing therapy on it. So
But when did the incident happen?
I think this summer.
Oh.
And so going through therapy for a foot, they just about kill her,
Yeah.
Yeah. So Dre, anything new coming up for you or?
No, well, hopefully the weather will clear out by next weekend. So I have the two other projects over in Fontana, California. I was in High Grove, California on Friday. Flew over there. It's basically part of Riverside County, so it's about 15, 20 minutes from the house. Did my mapping over there, and like I said, I got the two big projects in Fontana, California this weekend. So hopefully the weather will give me a break and be able to get it done.
Yeah.
And go from there. I'm waiting for this other project I supposed to have started this one back in I think the end of last summer, but they put a hold on it and it's been sitting on it ever since. So I'm not sure what's going on with that one, but that's another supposed to have been an 18-month job. So
Wow.
hopefully that one will get started again. And that was, flying that one twice a month. So, that would have been a nice little icing on the cake.
Now, which drone is your preferred drone to fly in most 80% of the time?
For the work I do, the Phantom 4 Pro does everything I need to do. And that's primarily doing the photogrammetry work / mapping work.
Yeah.
That is the most requested drone. Clients actually get excited when you tell them that you have a Phantom 4 Pro. Like I said, with all the drones that have come out over the last several years, people are trying to convince clients that they can accomplish a lot of these tasks with some of the mini drones, Air 2Ss. Not that these drones are not capable, but a lot of people in the industry are not familiar with them. So basically, if you're not walking in the door with a Phantom 4 Pro or Inspire or something larger like a Matrice 300, it's a harder sell to a client to say, okay, this is what I'm going to be using, and they sign off on her, pretty happy. And I say, yeah, they get excited. I say, yeah, I still have a Phantom 4 Pro. They're like, ooh, thanks, good, glad to hear that.
Now, do you have a backup or just the one?
No, I have a total of 4 Phantom 4s. Actually, I got 3 Phantom 4 Pros and 1 Phantom Advance,
Oh, okay.
which has the Pro camera on it. So yeah, I have 4 of those as backup, and then like I said, I have the 2 Mavic 2 Pros. I use the Mavic 2 Pros for video more than anything else. I use it for videos and sometimes a lot of still shots. I'll use the Mavic 2 Pro.
Okay, so most all of your mapping and everything you're doing with the Phantom 4.
Yep. That's the primary reason why I like those drones. They are trustworthy. I usually have no hassle as far as with software because they've been around so long, and I've learned that using some of my tablets I use are only 5th and 6th generation iPad tablets, so they run a Go4 app with no hitches or anything like that. They just keep running it. I have no issues with Drone Deploy or Pix4D. Everybody's talking about the newer phones, how the software is not working, and everything else with some of these third-party softwares. And I said that you can blame that on the phone companies because they want to make sure their phones are up to speed of what they want to do,
Right.
and not don't have to worry about being backwards compatible. So yeah, that's a whole nother issue. And that's why I tell guys, I got this Android Samsung S22 whatever, and it won't run the Go4 app. And I tell them to really save you a headache. Go find you a older Android tablet or older iOS tablet, 5th or 6th generation, and I guarantee you download the app and it will run flawlessly. Or nowadays the smart controller, original smart controller, is so cheap you can get it for under $500 now. Easily. I think there's a lot of places you'll get it brand new for $400, and maybe a used one for about maybe $250, $300.
Yeah.
I still have the original smart controller, Jake or Dre.
Yeah. And that thing works with about half a dozen drones now. Everything from the Phantom 4 Pro version 2 all the way up to the Air 2 or Air 2S. I think you can fly with it. Have pretty much all the minis. So I'm like, when DJI opened it up like that, they gave that piece of equipment at least a longer shelf life. I know everybody was starting to, dump them. Just like with the Crystal Skies, you couldn't use them for nothing else because they wouldn't allow you to add no third-party software to them.
Heck, when I bought my Mavic 2 Pro 3 years ago, my original controller still has the plastic on it.
Yeah.
I haven't used it.
Yeah, and that was kind of got me with when they started coming out with these new controllers for the mini drones and stuff, how they went away from that little small 2.5, 3-inch screen, because that screen probably saved more drones than anything else. Because even if your display device, you're using a phone or something else, lost connection, that little small screen stayed connected 9 times out of 10. And it gave you all your telemetry right on that screen. You knew what your altitude was, what speed you were, what direction the drone was flying, and that way you could fly it back manually without worrying about actually seeing a picture. You just saw the telemetry, and you can get it back to home with no problem. So I was quite surprised when the DJI went away from that.
Yeah, I was very surprised. I had that. I had the Mini 3, which I really liked. It just didn't have the steam that I need for being in higher winds. But the Mini 3 will not work on my original smart controller.
Right.
Because they haven't made it cross-compatible.
Yeah. That is a problem. Okay.
Now, you pretty much have always flown DJI, right?
Yeah, like I say, DJI was Unique was the ones that got my attention. I was gonna actually buy a Typhoon.
I remember
one of
that
my
one.
first drones,
Yep,
and then Unique dropped off the face of the planet.
yep.
You know, that's when I looked at DJI because they were the ones who were most consistent. You know, I mean, doing this like Ron, you have to go with a product that has good customer service just as much as having a good product overall. You don't want to buy a one-off something and then you're stuck with it and you can't get any customer service.
Yes.
You know, and we all, you know, a lot of us have gone through that, buying different products from different manufacturers, and then when something goes wrong or you need repairs or additional parts or accessories, you can't get anything for it, and that's even more frustrating than anything else. You know, so
Remember
it's
that
not-
Unique, Dre? That thing was a beast.
Yeah, it's most of them were hexcopters. They had 6 or 8 blades on them and stuff, and they were kind of like the king of the hill for a while there. Seriously challenging DJI, especially going towards the enterprise form factor. But Unique never jumped officially into the enterprise level. They were just like the top pro consumers for a while, because you could buy one of those Typhoon H pluses. I think they were going somewhere around $2,000, $2,500, and you know, and they had great flight time. I think they were averaging around at the time 25, 30 minutes flight time with their batteries, and they had a great 4K camera. And before a lot of other software started developing, come out there, people were flying that thing because it was very stable aircraft. I think Stephen Drones still flies one. If you ever see a video by Stephen Drones, that's what he flies, is a Typhoon H plus. But that's all I heard about when I first looking into drones was Unique this, because Unique was into the FPVs a little bit, and then they had that Typhoon.
Remember Paul, did you ever have the little Bebop, Parrot Bebop?
No.
That was a fun little drone.
Yeah. A lot of people had it.
Dre?
Also they liked it. Yeah. That is it. Is that the
But
Typhoon H?
no camera with it.
Yeah, no camera with it. Yeah. And what is that for? $399?
$399. Yep.
Yeah. The camera is one of the big things, but yeah, it is a beast. It breaks down, all the arms break down and hang by the sides of it. But, yeah, Unique just fell off the map, I say right around 2018, 2017.
Right.
They started to fall off the map. You couldn't find them anywhere. The website shut down. I thought they're completely out of the drone business. And then within the last year or so, they popped back up after this, 5-year absence.
That's crazy. Why would they take such a long absence?
Good question, Carlos. Nobody knows. I mean, a lot of times you have companies or whatever go through changes, internal turnover, any number of things could have happened. Just like what I say about Skydio. Skydio came out like gangbusters to the consumer level with their first drone and the Skydio Plus. And then once they got that military contract, you don't hear nothing else from Skydio.
Yeah.
USA drone flyer.
I was just going to ask, Ray, are they primarily just military now, or?
Yep. Skydio was primary military contractor. That EXO, whatever it was, one they made for the military, they got the contract, and they have not decided to do another thing with the other consumer level ones they have. And like I said, people, you see a few folks on YouTube trying to promote them still, but I haven't heard anything from Skydio. I see their commercials sometimes on YouTube and stuff, but they're still talking about the drones they put out 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Yeah.
No, I never flew a Skydio.
Well, Paul, from what people tell me, you don't fly it.
Yeah, it's more
It flies.
automation.
It is more. It flies itself. That was the whole selling point. Is that it was more of a I would say high-end selfie drone that because of the unique sensor system it had and everything else, this thing you launch it and it locks onto you and you go ride your bike, ride your skateboard, swim, walk, hike, whatever you do, and this drone has a lot of capabilities to follow you. So basically it was like a high-end action cam. Yep.
Crazy.
And that's a fairly high price for that thing. 'Cause I remember last year from the manufacturer, I think it was 2 years ago, they had like a big discount where you could buy the plus version with the little I guess it's a little beacon that you put in your pocket. That's what kind of enables it to follow you around more
Yeah.
accurately. It was going for like $900. They had knocked it down for a couple $100. So for this guy selling this for $1,100. He must got some extra stuff in it.
Located in Boston, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Boston, eh?
Boston.
Boston.
Yeah, with your cousin. Yeah. You see those commercials? You see those, Curtis? I think it's for some beer. And this guy said, your cousin from Boston.
Hey,
The firmware update on
Trey
this
or Paul or somebody.
Cadio 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Firmware update. Yeah.
Hey, Paul, that GPC case, that I got
Yeah.
through you, I kept the case. I sold the camera and everything else to Marshall, but I kind of screwed up the whole. Can you just buy the foam insert?
You can get a hold of GPC and they've got really good customer service.
Really?
Yes, you can contact them, tell them what you want, and they'll give you a price and then ship it right out to you.
I'm just wondering, can you buy just like the foam and then customize it yourself, or you know what I
don't
mean?
know if you can buy it.
need
You're
a laser
talking about-
cutter.
You're talking about the tear off foam.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody has that or not. I've never
You can
reached.
buy cases with that in there, but I don't know if you can buy it separately.
Those things never last though.
Yeah, buy it separately.
Yeah, then that's the thing. Curtis is right. I've had a couple cases with that, and pretty soon they're pretty rough.
I think it was
Yeah, it
Harbor,
starts-
Harbor Freight was the big seller of those type of things.
Yep.
Yeah, but people were having to like cover them with like a glue or something to keep them from crumbling apart
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
over
Yeah.
time.
The foam itself would deteriorate.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Mhm.
Honestly, Ron, I'd do like Paul did and get a hold of the company.
Right.
And then honestly, if you can't get just the foam insert, you might as well just trash it and get another one.
Well, I'm gonna keep the case, but I'm just looking to see if I can get some kind of insert for it.
Oh, Marshall wants to know if you have
Hello to Parallel Desktop.
name of that case,
Is it?
The name of what case?
the one that goes to the Osmo.
GPC.
GPC. You can go find them. GPC. You can type in GPC, and I think it'll take you to their website, and they'll show you all the cases they have for everything.
Yeah. I still have an original. I don't know if I'm sure they still make them, the Pelican cases. They're
Yep.
pretty similar to the GPC.
Pelican cases too. Yep.
Yeah, I still have that. That's in my hunting kit.
Oh, that's nice.
That thing will outlast me.
Carlos, do you fly a drone?
I used to.
What did you fly?
I don't know. Used to fly a small green one.
Okay, so
It
it
was
was,
a miniature green one that had little white landing pads. It was nice. I
okay.
used to fly a big black one where the pen, I could auto control the the speed of the propellers. It was really nice. I used to, and then they just got old.
He probably had one of those like
I,
$150,
I-
$200 ones off
Well,
Amazon.
Carlos.
Walmart special.
I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about, because I'm getting old too.
It was like the Potenzics and
Yeah,
Holly Stones. Probably one of those ones.
Holy Stone, yeah.
I don't know what
Holy
the
Stone,
name
Holy
was,
Stone.
to be honest.
What are you doing, Carlos?
I was just relaxing. Eh. So how? Oh, yes, question. So they anyone got any plans for tomorrow, or at least this
Yeah,
upcoming
working.
week?
Yeah, I got to work.
Really?
It's just, what you're gonna find, Carlos,
On
you're
the
young
full
enough
8
to
hours.
understand. Every day repeats itself. You just change certain parameters for the day.
Yeah, true.
But every day you gotta get up, you gotta eat, you gotta use the restroom, you gotta take a shower, all those kinds of things. It just repeats itself until you find
Yeah.
yourself in a situation where you're not gonna be on this earth any longer.
So basically, you repeat yourself until you die.
Yep.
And that's the cheerish part of the show over with.
How is that cheerish, David?
Cheery.
How is that cheery?
Why isn't it? It's as happy as it gets. on-
Sarcastic.
Did you read that, Ron?
Really? What about Mary?
Yeah.
Or kids? Aren't those happy lives? Aren't those happy things too?
Happy, happy, happy.
Everybody's happy.
Are you happy, David?
No,
Why aren't you happy?
I'm tired.
I wish
That's
I
not
only
an
had to do that
excuse.
many hours.
I worked 0 hours today. I'm tired.
How are you tired if you work 0 hours? That makes no sense.
Heard you say that, Carlos.
What?
I've heard you say that before.
What?
That you're tired and you never worked.
When have I said that?
Many times.
Well, you were complaining the other day you were tired about a 5-hour shift. Come on now. That ain't
Alright.
nothing.
The longest I've worked since I've been here, I think, is like 9 hours.
I've done plenty of 10-hour days.
Hey, Carlos, how did you, are you feeling better since I know you got sick when you went to Florida, right?
Yeah, I feel better. It's over now. I don't know why I got sick. I don't know why. I don't know how. All I know is I got sick. So basically, when we landed in Florida, I was totally fine. The next day, I just felt sick, nauseous, sneezing, coughing. I was just not feeling well. And my mom also felt the same way, and I didn't know why. I haven't been on a plane in over 4 years, mind you. And here's the thing that I've learned not being on a plane for over 4 years. Since I don't have a large intestine, my body starts to overheat. Well, my intestines start overheating. So basically, we are at the Pennsylvania airport, and I have to get patted down because there's 4 hot spots: the gum I was chewing, my watch, and then 2 other spots inside my stomach. So because of that, I had to get patted down. And I told my dad I was so annoyed, and he told me it was because of my intestines.
What?
So you don't, were you born without the intestines or?
Oh,
did you-
no. They had to take it out a while back. They had to take my large intestine out a while back.
All your large intestines are gone.
Yeah, my only large intestine. We only have 2 intestines, a large and a small.
Yes, exactly.
Only got 2 testes too.
Yes, I know. 2 balls in 1 bag.
Ron, have you experienced any patients with
All right, guys, I'm out.
a testinectomy?
I just did.
Yes, I have.
You mean a stoma?
A lot of times you find them wearing a bag.
Oh yeah, I used to have had one of those. Those stink, to be honest.
They
They go
do.
pop at any time. They get filled really quickly. You can't really do many things with it. Basically, having a stoma sucked. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Other than that, I finally am normal now. I don't have to have a stoma. I can eat everything now. So basically, life's basically now normal for me, except the fact that I've had 18 surgeries, don't have a large intestine, and couldn't eat for over a year and a half. Other than that, everything is normal.
What how do I ask this? So since the surgery, you said, yeah, it's been a year and a half, but what now? What's different now?
What's different is that I now got a job. I don't know what's different, to be honest. It's been a while since my surgeries. I don't know. I haven't really thought about what's different.
You're able to eat normal and
Yeah, and I'm able to just like relax, hang out with people. And I can actually do stuff I couldn't, like roller coasters and bouncy houses. My bag would just mostly pop on both of them.
So
Yeah,
your childhood was pretty much not normal.
Yeah, opposite of normal. I was sick a lot, to be honest. I was held back. Here's the funny thing. We get an award from the president for high IQ, apparently. I don't know. So no, not that one. I went to 2 years to one of my middle school at Rachel Carson. And the first year I got an award. The second year was when I had my surgery at the end of December. Neither teachers came to teach me the stuff. Neither teachers came, so I had to, they just scrapped it. They said, don't worry about it, Carlos. You don't have to worry about your schoolwork. Just scrap it. I was okay with that. And then I got an invitation in the mail that says, congratulations, you've been invited to the same exact ceremony I was before my surgery. And so no one could figure out why. Because I was in the hospital for a month. I wouldn't be able to get this.
Huh.
So then it clicked in my head. Because it scrapped all the schoolwork, it didn't take away, it didn't, I don't know how to explain it. All I know is that I got it somehow and I'm happy.
Oh, okay.
Basically, what happens is any schoolwork that was issued when you were not there was removed and didn't count against your previous grades is what occurred.
Yeah. Basically, they stay the same.
Right.
It felt weird,
So-
but I didn't care.
So you weren't held back, they just passed you on.
Yeah. And they helped me learn a little bit since I was, and this is a month's work, let me remind you. They just let me move on. They explained stuff to me. Here's a kicker. Most of the people didn't realize I was gone. And some teachers noticed I was gone. Other classmates didn't really know I was gone.
Well,
I
you got to
didn't know.
remember, Carlos, in any school, kids come and go, for different reasons. It could be a divorce and they're going with the parents, going here and there, passed back and forth and all those kinds of things. So it isn't unusual. The close-knit family isn't what it is today, what it wasn't before, right, Dre?
Yep.
Well, me being an Army brat, we moved all the time right in the middle of the school year.
So you had to change schools, yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Leave all your friends, pull into a new school, and make all new friends.
Yeah, moving around. Yeah, you had to do that.
So in your life, have you moved to different locations? In other words, changed?
Yeah, I moved to Florida. I moved to Virginia. I moved here. Moved to outside of Seattle. I moved to a lot of locations, basically because my dad was in the military, one, and two because of all the hospital on me getting sick, I had to go to different hospitals with my mom. So I've been to Texas, I've been to Ohio, I've been to Michigan. I have been about 12 or 13 years ago was the last time they had me in this system for Pennsylvania Hospital because I was really sick then. That was the last time they ever had records of me as being in the hospital. That's the crazy part.
So it's kind of like your personal history is non-existent.
Basically, yeah. And the other part is, even though some of my history does exist, the one thing I'm not going to forget is having the birthday in the ICU. What sucks is I had my birthday that day, but I also had to have surgery. So we basically had party in the ICU, but I couldn't really do anything. I couldn't eat cake. I could open presents, but I couldn't eat cake. I couldn't really do anything like a normal kid could. It kind of sucked.
Oh, that's too bad.
I can see that.
Yeah. Other than that, it was fine. I mean, nothing bad, nothing horrible ever happened. I mean, I'm still alive to this day.
Well, hang in there.
Well, that's a positive attitude, though.
Yeah.
You have an interesting story, Carlos.
Thank you.
I hope
Carlos,
JD's listening so he can stop whining about his little headache.
Oh, do you actually do anything on your YouTube channel? Put anything up there?
What do you mean?
On your YouTube, do you actually do any videos, recording of
I
anything?
know I mostly make playlists, to be honest, of like different videos that I like. Other than that, not really.
You don't do any content?
No, not really. No.
You should make videos about your life.
Yeah.
Probably.
I bet you anything. I bet you anything.
Story.
Your story is not unique. There's other people out there like you that are experiencing the same thing.
And they would probably like to share it with you.
Yeah.
True.
You gotta be careful, Dre. JD will start firing back at you.
Oh, that's what I'm waiting on.
Yeah. As soon as he said that, I popped the chat over to see if he was going to fire back.
He's been moaning all weekend, talking about my head hurts, and then he'll show a little video of him working on his RC car. I told him I could find a small child in Buford that could help him out.
Oh, here he is. Here he is.
That's funny.
Yeah, if you don't mind, Carlos, could you spend a few moments just thinking about the troubles that JD has with his headache?
Like, what type of headache is it?
Just a
It's
headache.
massive. It's really bad.
Oof. Why I have such a bad
Nothing
headache?
too paracetamol couldn't fix.
It probably isn't bad enough for him to go to the hospital, but hey, I know how that is, right, Ron?
Yeah.
Try taking migraine medicine.
Paul, how have you been feeling since that little episode you had there?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Pretty much what it was I got a little lightheaded because I was in the bathroom and stood up and got disoriented and fell,
Did you go and see your doctor?
Yeah.
Yeah, so now you went to the emergency room.
I went to the doctor.
He was supposed to have a follow-up with his GP. Or his
Yeah,
doc-
the doctor says, okay, everything looks good. Try not to fall.
Thanks, Doc. How much did that cost
Well,
me?
you got to remember, at 70 years old, we don't have the sure-footedness we used to have. I mean, there's times when I stand up you know, I gotta stand up straight for a minute, or a second or two, and then get my bearings and. Well, on that note, guys, I think I'm gonna call it.
Okay.
Bye.
Yeah, David, it's 12:10 there.
It is.
Yep. And Dre, it's
Yes, sir.
you're 4:10, but you're probably gonna be getting ready for dinner.
I just got through eating it.
You know, and Curtis, thanks for coming in and showing us. Curtis had a great stream today, and Ron,
Yeah.
get some rest, buddy.
Yep, I'm gonna actually go to bed pretty soon.
Yeah, and you're gonna have to you notify somebody to make a check on your herd.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
Yeah. 'cause
I need to
I'm-
figure out a way to get my batteries to last a little longer. As soon as we get out there and start finding stuff, it's like the batteries are dead.
Yep.
Mm.
All right, guys. Thanks.
Okay, everybody. Thanks for being here. We'll see you all again next time.
So long.
Alrighty.
Have a great week.
See ya.
Bye-bye.